Unseasonably warm weather conditions have wreaked havoc, though, at Presque Isle State Park. A lack of ice means significant erosion this year, you learned tonight, Mike.
Yeah, the annual beach walk is set for the first week of April, and park operations manager Matt Green knows he has a lot of ground to cover. Waves pounding the beaches have done its share of damage at Presque Isle State Park.
So we've had a rough winter, just not really having much of a season of ice dunes. We had a little bit continually having these storms roll through with high wind events. Lots of sand has been moving around all winter long. So
operations manager Matt Green says what he has seen so far this year is very rare.
Yeah, I always joke around and say I'm like one of a few people in Erie that's like, come on, cold. Yeah, not having ice dunes, when those ice dunes can kind of get in there and lock in, and the forces of the lake and the wind push ice up onto the beach, it really kind of locks in those beaches for the most part. There's a little bit of erosion that goes on in that process, but not nearly the same amount of erosion if it's an open beach.
Another big eye-opener on the bay side are the water levels, a big drop-off from a year ago.
You know, from 2020, where we had the highest recorded levels, 2021 dropped off a little bit, 2022 a little bit more, 23 is dropping even more. So when people come out to the park that may have experienced it for the first time during COVID, because it was one of the only things open, they saw those water levels like up to the roadway. They'll come back this year and be like, oh, look how far out the water is this year. It's one of those things that make Presque Isle unique in a way that different parts of the landmass of the peninsula are exposed during different water level seasons.
And Emily, the annual beach walks, there will be two, will determine the placement of tons of sand to protect Erie's harbor, endangered species, and the over 4 million people who visit the park each year.